Okay.
Well, I've got two of you. We've got. I'm going to see what that looks like on YouTube. That's interesting. Hang on.
Right.
Oh yes, fine. Yeah.
I'm just going to try the screen share thing again, but I think it might knock it off.
Oops.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's doing that thing again where it shows like just Sarah in the corner and then also Max.
That's because I'm trying to do the screen share, but that's not even working, is it? You can't see anything.
Not yet. Oh, well, I can see you looking at the different options. Yeah. Well, it's really
You can see the
odd.
photo.
No, just black.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
very annoying.
Very annoying. Just...
Yeah, I mean, we can see, yeah. Yeah, I think it's because it's a webinar facility and it's meant to be like if you're sharing a screen, it's meant to be that that's the main thing that the audience want to see. Yeah, I think that's why.
Isn't it? So Max, your camera's working now on your computer, right?
Yeah, my laptop works now. Yeah.
And if you turn your sound off on your phone,
I've turned my sound off on my phone.
getting that feedback.
I don't know. I don't know if there isn't any sound.
Oh, Max, you need to log out of Zoom on your phone.
Yeah.
You're logged into Zoom on your phone.
I just quit it.
Quit from your phone, but not your computer.
I did just quit from my phone. Look.
Oh, but you're still here.
I know.
Mystery.
Can you see my phone now?
Yeah.
Do you mean on YouTube?
Well, yeah, I suppose, yes, everywhere.
Let me look on YouTube. Oh wait, it needs to catch up. Well, in a sec. Oh, oh yeah. Hang on. Yes, I can see your phone, Max, on YouTube, and it's doing speaker view in the corner. It's like one person pops up in the corner and they're doing speaker view, and then the main screen shows your phone.
Okay.
Which we could do it for like a certain amount of time. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe
Like-
we can do it.
Just make sure you're really interesting, Max.
Because if we all go quiet now and then we let Sarah speak, I'll see if it switches to Sarah's speaker view. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll try speaking now and see if it switches to me. Hopefully it might switch as I am speaking. I'm doing some little snake sketches in my sketchbook. Trying to plan a little sculpture I have in mind. I foraged some things from the garden. A little bit of urban usage.
Yeah. So basically, thanks, Sarah. It's basically flipping. The person who's speaking is coming up as the little person in the corner, which is quite nice.
So we have to speak.
It just basically keeps flipping when different people speak, which is quite interesting.
That's not terrible, but we'll have to start speaking.
Yeah. But that's okay. And then Max can do his thing.
Yeah.
And also if if Sarah would like to read at any point, she would still be in the corner reading while Max is doing his thing, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I think this is good.
Yeah, good.
I'll go with it.
Continue. But also with the speaker view thing, it was flipping when people just made noises, which was quite funny. Like if you're actually just making, yeah, if you're just making a noise because you're moving something or whatever, it does flip. So
yeah, or if like fire alarm or whatever goes off outside my flat.
yeah.
Or if there's more building work going on, Alex.
Yeah. Friday.
True.
I like that I'm going to be able to watch Max's thing for a while though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
I'll be like staring at the screen for a bit.
So can you still see my face on YouTube as well as the phone? Probably that's not.
Yeah, on Zoom.
Yeah, I think if your face makes a noise, we can see your face on the speaker view option.
Okay. I just want to get rid of my laptop.
I might kick off my new idea with a little poetry reading.
Sure.
Okay, just get it up on my phone. I knew it was serious when even the river wouldn't touch me, lapping lubricated tendrils. Your khaki waters touch snake flesh, scales that bristle in the sun's heat, writhing against rocks to peel off the outer layer. Your khaki waters touch naked flesh, new, recovered, reborn, pimpled by cold air, beautiful and smooth, damaged beyond repair. And that's all the information anyone's getting.
Aww. It's interesting, have you seen how clear Venice's canals are?
I know. Well, there's dolphins now.
Yeah. But when I had to go past the Thames, it was low tide, but you could really see to the bottom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if you can normally see to the bottom in low tide.
Not as far as I know.
Can't
I'm
remember.
not sure. Wow, what did the bottom look like?
It's rock.
Are you talking about the Thames?
Yeah.
When you went past it, you saw the bottom.
Well, not right in the middle, on the edges at low tide.
But
Right.
you don't usually see that.
Hmm?
You don't usually see it.
I just can't remember.
Oh.
I can't remember, actually. I always just see it as brown.
Yeah. Fake.
Oh,
Yeah,
but then because you would see the bottom now because it's not getting stirred up by the activity.
Yeah, there's no traffic on it anymore.
Yeah. Isn't that what they say about the in Venice? It's not necessarily that it's less polluted, it's that it's not getting stirred up.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure.
it looks different.
Yeah. And of course that might mean that the pollution eventually is going down as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That could also be true. Yeah.
Couldn't see any fish in it.
I have seen fish in the Thames before, actually.
What?
never
Big
any-
big fish?
No, just kind of like smallish fish, but not tiny. Oh, well, I saw jellyfish in Liverpool.
Oh yeah, you did. I think someone else had said that to me before, but you were the first person.
But
Yeah. I don't know.
There were so many.
And you were just on the Albert Dock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally filled with jellyfish.
when did you write that poem, Sarah?
I wrote it probably about a month ago.
So just before all the lockdown kicked off.
Yeah, pretty much. It was trying to think. Yeah, it's kind of my thoughts about, what it is to heal and recover. And it sort of feels quite appropriate at the moment. But no, it's not this one. There's another one that I wrote a little while ago, maybe more like 3 months ago, that I've adapted slightly for now because it's quite interesting.
Is that the one you recited on the way up to Liverpool tonight?
Yes.
It's all linked.
Have you performed to people, Sarah? Other than on, mean, I know you're performing to people now, but do you know what I mean?
No, I haven't actually.
Do you
No,
do it?
I would. Yeah, it's something that I'm kind of toying with in the future. So it's been nice to kind of like do it in a sort of a gentle way through this.
Because you can imagine there's no one there, but you know, we've got 50 million people watching us on YouTube.
You
I'm
never
not sure
know.
how to tell how many people are watching. I think it might come up in our thing, but it looks like we've not been chucked off this time. So
That's good.
it's the longest we've had without getting chucked off. So yeah.
They finally trust that we're not doing anything untoward.
I'm intrigued by what Max is doing.
Just looking for stuff to use.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Although I'm looking at YouTube, I'm not looking at the proper screen. So
Oh,
the one that I said was a nice one. You'll have skipped past that by now.
Yeah, this one's not great.
what is it now?
But I'm not looking at YouTube. I like that one.
I don't know when you say that one.
I'm watching you live. I'm not on YouTube.
Okay.
So the one with like the window pane and then the white underneath it.
The red square.
Oh, no.
I don't know them.
And I like the red square with like the yellow outline.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, good thanks. Oh, it's all right. It's fine. That's okay. Hang on a sec. Andy? And do you want Monster and orange or salted caramel ice cream?
Ice cream man.
I think that's it. Unless you got eggs. You got any eggs? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think so. Max, you know well, I quite like it, but your hands still come up on YouTube when you're scrolling. So I've got a little picture of you scrolling and then a picture of what you're doing.
Cool.
But yeah, look, I like that. It's good. You got eggs as well.
Yeah.
What are you doing on your phone, Max?
We're just sort of doing screenshots of screenshots of screenshots,
Oh, cool.
and then over editing them,
Yeah.
and then finding things.
See what happens.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of like weird little things you can on iPhone if you go to this button. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Can you zoom out? It starts glitching. So I found that, and then that just made. I was just so excited that I found this little gap that wasn't supposed to be there,
Yeah.
and then I just went a bit mad.
That's cool.
I love how it becomes really like 80s in a way.
Yeah, it's good for like weird glitchy art.
Can anyone hear contrabassing?
Anyone what?
Can anyone hear contrabassing in the background?
Hear what?
You can't hear Thomas practicing.
Oh,
Conscience. Oh, a concert.
Well, contrabassing practice.
oh, the contrabassoon. I was like, what?
Contrabassoon.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Who's practicing? Your next door neighbour?
No, Thomas. My flatmate.
And brother.
Thomas is. Oh, he's. Why don't you get him to come and play for us?
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Could you ask him?
Practicing right now.
He's quite. Yeah, but we can't hear him. He needs to come closer. Thomas is. He's quite shy though, isn't he? I think he'll say no.
I'll ask later.
Oh, ask him now.
No, I can't move.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. Oh.
Hey.
Friend of mine who's watching. So Cleo,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we were trying to work out how to do everyone the same size, but on the webinar thing, it means that Max's screen share goes large. So we might choose to do like a tea break later where we kind of go, we stop screen sharing, but that's why you can see Max's work really big.
Yeah, because it's a webinar function. So it thinks that Max is trying to do a webinar. And it's basically, they need to make a new function for artists, an artist streaming special. Because, you know, we're very important customers of Zoom.
Hi, Cleo.
I'm sure Max will appreciate that you like his glitches. if someone messages you, will it come up on the screen?
No, I don't have any notifications on.
Ah. Clever.
Oh, well, if I get like a delivery order, that'll come on.
Are you gonna go and do it if you get a delivery?
Yeah, how far it is.
Show people's addresses though.
You are?
Show people's addresses though.
Well, yes, I suppose that's turn off, aren't I?
Yeah, it says hi to you, Sarah.
Well, oh, that's nice.
So if anyone does want to ask us anything, you could message us on our individual Instagrams or on Potholes.
Oh yeah, I've not had a look actually.
Are people watching more?
Oh, exciting. Did you see my Instagram story, Alex, where I put bunny ears on your face?
No.
Ah, well, you can look at it at some point.
I saw it. I thought it was cute.
Is that the Easter?
Yeah.
Or were you just turning into a bunny girl?
Oh, yeah.
Yellow foam image reminds me of your what I call the pickup sticks sculpture you did in that abandoned warehouse map.
You know what?
You know when you with the stick kind of images, like sculptures in installations in those warehouses.
The pink things.
Pickup sticks, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, these. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know the place where I did my residency in China?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They opened an exhibition yesterday.
Oh, awesome.
Really?
Yeah. The girl
wow.
the one who's meant to be, so it's like you do your residency and then you have an exhibition. So the person who had her residency got there and has had a residency in lockdown, basically.
Oh wow.
And she didn't think she'd be able to actually show the work in the gallery, and it's been opened.
Great.
Yeah, it's really great.
It's light at the end of the tunnel, isn't it?
Like, yeah.
What part of China is it in?
It's a place called Xiamen, and it's like on the southeast coast.
Yeah.
It used to be called Amoy, you know, like the cooking sauce.
Oh
Amoy.
yeah.
Yeah, so and it was like one of the very first treaty ports, you know, when the British came in and kind of took over.
Yeah.
So it was like a major port at that point.
Yeah.
And it's just opposite Taiwan, like it's not far from Taiwan. Yeah. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So can we see it online, the new exhibition?
Yeah, they posted on Instagram. They're called SAYAC, the Chinese European Art Centre, and actually the work looks really good. I don't know, she's obviously had people think there's pictures of her like with people helping her to make it, but really nice sculptural, bright colours. Good for your first out of lockdown exhibition, in my opinion.
We should aim for that too.
Yeah.
Take your screen share off.
It's really calming. I can hear loads of birds in the background.
Is that Max's bird?
I don't know.
I've not got my window open.
I've got my window open.
And maybe it's yours,
Yeah.
Alex.
There were some birds. Oh, that's not from mine. Is that
Definitely not me.
from you, Sarah?
No, I don't have my window open.
Sorry.
Must be Max. He's gone though. I don't know where he is.
Maybe he's doing bird noises. Wow, Sarah, your armature's really come along. Are you using milliput on there?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm just putting a thin layer of milliput at the moment to kind of stick it in place, and then I'll do another layer of milliput.
Just layer it up then slowly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what milliput is.
So it's like a modelling material, and it comes in 2 parts. It's kind of a little bit like a kind of, I don't know, is it sort of resin based or something? But basically you need the 2 parts together and you get this like soft like modelling material. And basically after about 4 hours or so, it goes hard and it's really, really strong.
Oh.
And it also works as like an adhesive, so it can glue things back together. It's good for like repairs as well as little sculpting projects. Yeah, people use it for model making and stuff.
And then you can gild it afterwards.
Yeah, we can, which I might do. Yeah, because that's the benefit over wax. Like wax, you can't, I mean, you can gild wax, but it will just come off eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really solid and takes gilding really nicely. And you can sort of sand it and make it really smooth and really nice.
Yeah.
It's quite different to model with, and I've used it quite a lot in the past, but I'm sort of having to relearn it a little bit at the moment. But it's
You have to wet your hands to like stop it from sticking to your fingers.
Yeah, so it's like using that, but then too much water, suddenly it becomes slimy.
Everything, I know.
It's annoying, but it's, well, yeah, once you get kind of used to it, it works. But it's weird because it kind of looks like wax, but you have to use it in a completely different way. I quite like that.
Just got a message from my friend saying we're watching you. She said she's got 3 kids and she said, will they enjoy it? And I said no. And then she said, oh, I thought it could be an art lesson. And I said, well, you can tell them that this is what contemporary art is like, and then it'll put them off it for life and they can get a proper job. So it is sort of like a lesson.
Maybe it'll make them do loads of different things rather than the structure they're being told.
You are?
Maybe it'll make them realise it's not all painting.
Yeah. Oh gosh, and then they will do art and she'll be really annoyed with me. She's like, can't believe you made us watch that thing on that fateful day when all my 3 children decided to become artists.
Yeah.
They could be the next. Oh, who are those mannequin artists?
The Chapman brothers.
Yeah, they could be the new continuous Chapman brothers. Family artists. Sarah, the mission is underway.
That's exciting. Should play the Mission Impossible music now. I found a 10-hour version of the soundtrack, so.
What?
I know. Who would listen to that? But
You, obviously. Who would be looking for that? My dad is messaged me saying, where did we go wrong? I'm assuming it has something to do with the arts, children becoming artists problem.
Maybe you didn't watch enough Roll Paris.
what was
Say
that?
that again. What did you say, Alex?
Paris. If we're going to put kids off art, you know, I'm just thinking about art. Was Roll Paris your time?
Oh, Roll Paris. Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a kind of request to hear some controversy. Couldn't hear it. Really. I was asked to tell you that.
Okay. Okay.
Huh? You didn't really say that. If you were just here,
Did he say yes?
he's laughed. You might have to ask him, Josie.
Thomas.
Yes, I've heard the request, but I don't think it's appropriate for potholes.
I think it's really appropriate.
Really appropriate. I don't know. Maybe later. What time are you broadcasting till?
10 past. I think we said what? I think we said till 1.
Yeah, we did say till one.
1. Yeah. So, but we're just. I think we're just.
Okay. Well, maybe later. Maybe later. I've just got to do some washing up, and yeah, I've just got to do some.
It's very business.
No, I know. You got to remember, he's recovering from an injury at the moment.
That's true.
So you cannot.
Gosh. I think we're all right. Yeah.
You haven't been chucked off.
I think I had a bad connection and froze, but anyway. Yes, that's fine if Thomas doesn't play, but I'm sure we can rope him into it another time.
probably hear him more in the background now.
I'm going to go make some lunch, I think.
All right, Max.
Then
So you talk us through what you're doing now.
Well, right now,
Yeah.
not a lot.
Boring.
were you making a plan, Max? Are you making a drawing that's a drawing?
No, just like faffing around.
I like it. Will you hold it up?
Lots of different.
Oh, yeah, YouTube, so I can't see it. That's funny. Oh, yeah, there we go.
I very rarely paint things like that, I don't. But I'd like to.
So is that what you're thinking of doing next?
Well, I'm always thinking about doing it, but I never get them right. I don't know how to make the mark. It works so much better with pen.
Oh, you mean painting's different from drawing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that. I struggled for years not being able to really make a painting in the way that I could. I think lots of artists probably have this problem, don't they? Can't make a painting in the way that they make a drawing, but suffer more than others because if you really if you really want to be able to make the painting feel like the drawing, then it can be a real problem.
I just like the immediacy. I haven't found anything that's got the immediacy of just a pen on paper.
Yeah.
Like, and then that's it. It's just like one line that exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one way to deal with it is to resign yourself to working on paper and with pen. But you need some kind of weird, big, huge pen. Because you know, when you scale up, you can scale up a brush, but you can't scale up a pen in the same way. Do you know what I mean?
I've sort of got there with rollers a little bit and sort of with a weed sprayer, but not quite ideal.
Yeah. A weed sprayer. Yeah.
They are good, but I want to have a go with them, but I need a bigger bit of wood to try because it's a bit too small, the thing that I've got.
You know how you go to find stuff and then you sometimes use it?
Well, I was going to do that on this call, but I think that's morally bad to go and find stuff.
I don't know, like I was thinking about that. It would be quite interesting, but yeah, I don't know.
Because
If it's like part of your daily exercise. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you're not going to populated areas or something.
Yeah, because you do the opposite from that, don't you, Max? Really?
Yeah. There's a few places around it with some interesting crap at the moment. I think it would just be fun just to show people digging around and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But then I don't want to be on the wrong side of that conversation.
No. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a really good you've probably seen it. It's on Egbert Road. There's a really good sort of building site where someone's pulled down the board and you can see inside, and it's waste ground, but then it's got loads of bits of, built like the building work stuff, like the barriers and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really nice.
Which way?
And I went past it the other day. I was thinking of you. It's not far from mine.
Which way is it?
When you turn right down Egbert Road away from town, you just come out of my house and it's across the road and then a little bit down from mine, and it's like
I actually got my backpack out of the building.
Oh, really?
Surprise. I love the backpack. But they've been sort of in construction for ages, those, because it's an old house, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with it.
I don't know what they're doing. I mean, yeah, with all those old buildings, you never really know what's going on. Yeah, whether they started something and then they ran out of money, or there's some kind of legal argument, or you know, or they're waiting for planning or whatever. It's yeah.
Wow, I was gonna have some food.
All right then.
Okay. Good to see you, Max.
Yeah, you too. Have fun.
Thanks. See you soon.
Bye, Max.
Max is going to miss my next poem.
Oh, you might still watch it while he's having lunch, though.
Maybe. He better be. I'll do it now. Let's get it up on my phone. This is the one that Alex has had a sort of a sneak preview of its early form. Nothing is more all-knowing than water, the ebb and flow of blood as the moon pulls us into place. Pills taken nightly are understood in the kidneys. Hands washed repeatedly move virus into sync, chemicals into dolphin blood. Water is clear when held and blue from afar, cupped in hands, drank through fingers. Nothing is more all-knowing than water.
That's beautiful, Sarah. When do you write your poems, Sarah?
Where?
Just no. When do you go? Do you sit down and go, "I'm going to write a poem," or do you just start thinking things and?
It's kind of more like things sort of pop into my head and I write it down, and then they happen kind of quite immediately. I don't sort of seek out to write poetry, and I rarely write it, to be honest, but sometimes an idea or like a statement I like seems to flow suddenly into a poem, which is quite cool. But it doesn't happen very often. So those are I've only written those two in the last like 3 months. So, but maybe more will follow. We'll see.
Oh, series.
Yeah. That one you wrote recently, didn't you? After the lockdown and the whole COVID-19 business.
Mm.
In response to it.
What, will I do some writing?
No, this one that you just read.
Yeah.
It felt like it was in response to what's going on.
Yeah, so I adapted it because it was really just about water, but then water has become central in many ways to COVID-19 with hand washing.
Yeah.
So it sort of felt quite interesting to add a line that made it feel more topical.
Yeah.
So how come you chose Turner, Josie?
Well, I've been using him already because of I did another rainbow painting, a little one, but I've not finished it yet. There's this stuff called aquaboard made by can't remember what the make is. Anyway, they do ampersand, that's it, ampersand boards, and they do one called aquaboard, and it's like it behaves similar to watercolor paper, these kind of loose things, and then trying to put sort of something more photographic on top that looks like a collage that's sometimes like mono printed. It's like a what do you call it, like a tracing print, a mono print where you're just tracing from the back and then painting that in. Yeah, what did you just call it?
A monoprint. I know there's monoprint.
Yeah, there's a word, Louis always uses a word for it that I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, and it's not, it's transfer, that's it, transfer print. So it's like a tracing really of, you know.
You oil ink up one side and then you draw through.
That's right. Yeah. So I found watercolor paper really temperamental because you know, if I use masking tape a lot for the bits that are tighter, then you like at risk of pulling the paper off when you pull the masking tape off. And the water, I don't know, it's like it's not so forgiving as the board. With the aqua board, you can really kind of scrub at it and get the paint off if you don't like it. Wow. You can't do it so much with watercolor paper. Nice. So I was already making some of these, and I was using the Turner rainbows, you know, because I really, you know, because I like order and I like symbols. That's why I like rainbows, because you know there's order in a rainbow, but they're also because I like one, you know, the idea of wonder, like the sense of wonder, the human sense of wonder, right? Rainbows are just perfect for that, and they're so cheesy, but you can't help it. When you see a rainbow, it's just the same as good sunset. You can't help it. It's like the best.
Yeah.
It's not cheesy when you're looking at it, it's just cheesy if you're describing it to someone or if you're painting it, but I quite like cheesiness just being what it is. So, but I think they're quite popular now, you know. Before, like, obviously they've become a symbol of the COVID-19 thing, but before that I think they were already in fashion quite a lot, in either fashion, like clothing fashion, but also, oh, what's that, Alex?
They're part of that what's become very cool, but that queer identity of rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah. I mean, that could be one of the reasons why they're in fashion a lot in the last couple of sort of years as well. Yeah, because there is that whole side of them as well. But I don't think it's completely a symbol of, you know, like queer identity. You know, that I think rainbows are used for other things, and so. And then, I knew that Turner had done rainbow paintings, and I have this feeling that there's a Turner in the Lady Lieber Art Gallery in Port Sunlight, and I've got a feeling there might be a rainbow in that one, but I might have made it up, so I need to look at it. But if you Google Turner rainbow paintings, he's just done loads of them, and they're so great. And they're funny because the Turner ones hardly have any rainbow colours in them. He like really pulls it back so that they're almost white, but you know they're a rainbow, and it gives them that kind of brightness. Like mine's a bit more rainbowy than his. I didn't really want to lose the rainbow because that was the whole point there, and it's a bit more sort of, I don't know, obvious that way.
You're not trying to do direct copies, are you? It's a reference thing.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's why I'm not doing the other things that he's put in the paintings. I'm putting in his painting that I'm using. I'm putting in, taking things out and putting other things in, which is what I've done before for other work. So I'm putting in, at the moment, I'm putting in wind turbines. He's got a windmill because it's Suffolk. This painting that I'm using of his is Suffolk, where there's lots of windmills, and I'm replacing his windmill for some wind turbines that are in Liverpool Bay, and they're partly funded by Lego, who would, yeah, Lego are trying really hard to do good things, and they had a target for themselves. Environmentally good things. They had a target for themselves, and they've reached it so much earlier than they thought they would. I think it's to do with, like, they put more into clean energy than they're actually, taking out, or if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
There's that's probably a really bad way to describe it, and I'll get the truth from somewhere, but yeah, that's it. They've gone past that, and they're trying to make, I read about this the first time I read about it is in a magazine called Ethos that's produced in Liverpool, and it's really great, and so that's the first time I read about Lego being kind of trying to do good things. And it said in the magazine that they're also trying to produce some Lego that is made of recycled materials, but they haven't yet been able to do it to the same quality as a real piece of Lego. I don't know if it will break or something like that at the moment, but yeah, so I'm thinking of putting Lego in as well, because I think it's still a reference to what's going on. Like, there's going to be so many kids doing Lego right now. Yeah.
Right, I think I'm going to sign off as well.
Okay, Sarah.
Chat soon.
Oh,
What?
Can you just do us a little, show us and talk us through what you've been up to?
Oh yeah, tell us about your work.
Well, it's just.
Or just show it if you can.
It might be another snake-based thing. Using a combination of found and foraged items. Yeah, you have to see what happens.
Thank you.
That's all right. See you soon.
I might stop as well.
I don't mind.
Only because I've drawn out one wind turbine, and I've had enough just from doing that. But no, it's fine. I've got. You are.
I was going to say we're back to just you and me again at the end.
I know. No, I actually would probably. I'd like to have a break. I'm pleased because I'm on track now a bit more with. You can't see it on the picture what I've been doing because it's too far away and I'm drawing it in white. But next time I come back, it'll be painted in and hopefully there'll be some more. So It's like I can do the other stuff really quickly. I can do the painting really quickly, but the technical bit, like numbers, is not my forte. And the technical bit, it takes me ages to draw things out, and then I've drawn them out wrong, and I have to do it again, and blah blah blah. Anyway, do you want to? Yeah.
It's like I always think it's like the prep of weighing stuff and getting ready in terms of my work that takes the longest, and then actually like all of this, and then I'm about to pour the plaster, and then I just have to wait for it to go off.
Yeah.
You know, like there's all these moments that are really quite quick. It's the same, isn't it? Like the drawing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is quite nice.
So what are you going to carry on, because you need to finish what you're doing now?
You can see I've got it to the right consistency of plaster.
Yeah.
So I just need to pour it, and then I'm probably going to break for a bit. So we might as well just call it a day, I think.
Or do you want me to leave you on on your own?
No, or just hold 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'll watch you pour.
And then hopefully it's not all going to pour out the sides. The moment of truth.
Yay. Is that, how many have you done? What number's that?
Soap that I'm going to be collaborating with Sarah on. And
oh, this is the soap. Yeah.
So that's the first half of the mould poured. Hopefully I'll be able to do the last bit later on in half an hour.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yay.
Awesome. All right. Thanks for watching.
See you again.
See you soon.
Yeah. Bye.